Season 2, baby! Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of True Talk on the Couch. I'm your host Ralph Cunningham, and as always we have got a wonderful show for you. But before we get into any and all of that, we first got to introduce my main man, my mellow, my ace, my best friend, my brother Ezra Cunningham, aka the Blind Poet, aka the Black Butterfly. How you doing, man?
I'm doing alright, can't complain. How about yourself?
I won't complain. It's cold outside.
Yeah, as always.
You know, yeah.
Doing what it do, but it's supposed to be like 41 degrees, I heard.
Yeah,
today.
Supposed to get up that high.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Matter of fact, it's supposed to be in the 40s all this week from what they talking about.
Well, that'll be better than all the teens we got all this week.
And you know, I love winter. I really do. I don't know, a lot of people be like, you know, you crazy, but I love winter, but I don't like that frigid mess.
No,
I don't like that. And here in Bloomington, Indiana, you got like dry cold. It isn't like lake snow effect like what we really are used to.
Yeah.
You know, being from East Chicago and everything. So it is, you know, it is different. It gets to the bone.
That it is. That it is. It gets cold. It gets really cold. But you know, I need to get a jacket. I need to get a coat, not a jacket. I need to get a coat.
What kind of coat you want?
Something that's gonna keep me warm.
I want a leather coat, man. I've been really looking for a leather coat.
Maybe somebody out there on YouTube can get us a place where we can find some nice, comfortable coats and leather coat, and me out want something down.
Yeah,
big
or maybe
down.
you could just give us yours.
Hey, I'll take it, as long as it fit. Dude,
just playing with y'all.
Today, what we're talking about, no, he ain't. Today, what we're talking about is the color of Jesus. We're kind of wondering, what would people say, or how would people react if Jesus was black? You know what I mean? If Jesus was black or of any other ethnicity, we know that since I can remember about stories of Jesus, or just actually on TV or something like that, they've always depicted him as a white guy, a white male with blonde, hair, maybe brownish color, blue eyes, and it just makes me wonder, like, what would be the difference from having a black Jesus or a white Jesus? Like, would people be willing to follow him like they're willing to follow this depict white Jesus?
I think black people would. I think a lot of black people would follow.
Black people would be like,
Jesus.
"See, we told you."
Yeah, but I think when it comes to any other like race, they wouldn't believe it.
No.
That's something that I just feel it within my gut. I'm like, I just don't think that they would really believe that, at all. I mean, a black Jesus, really? Yeah. Even though he's done all the same miracles, he's preached the Sermon on the Mount, he's done everything that the Bible says.
Raised Lazarus from the dead.
Yeah, I still would not believe that anybody outside of black people would follow him. No, I don't think so.
That's crazy. So why is it that we're so depicted on following this white Jesus? I mean, like I said, me personally, the message is still the same. I'm not a racist person at all.
Right.
The message is still the same. The miracles are still the same. Not tricks, not magic, miracles. They're still the same. The God, basically said, "Hey, this is my son." So we know that this is who he is. It's not, just some false prophet. Yeah. So I can rest assured, and my mind rests that night knowing that Jesus was, a Hebrew, a Jew, and his color, his color, I don't know. Don't nobody know. But doesn't really matter. But I can rest knowing that he was a Hebrew. He was a Jew.
Yeah, you can find that out in the book of Matthew, the first chapter.
Yeah.
It goes down the whole lineage of Jesus Christ. And I mean, even when you talk about Hebrew or Jewish, they always say that their skin color is like an olive color. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't know one thing for sure. Jesus lived 2,000 years ago, and there's no picture of Jesus.
Not one.
There's not one single picture of Jesus, and I think that's what, just going off of what people may think of what he looks like.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. But when you really think about it, there's no pictures of any of the Bible characters.
I was just thinking, you were saying that, no, there isn't. But I was just thinking, you were saying that black people are the only ones that came up with the black Jesus. Mm-hmm. I've never seen, you're right about that. Asians didn't come up with him saying that he was Korean.
Yeah.
And, Korean Jesus. Or Asian,
Mexican Jesus, or Brazilian,
or a Chinese or Japanese Jesus.
Yeah.
He's always just been, he's always just been a white guy.
Yeah,
and
they accept that, but when it comes to the black race, I'm not gonna say all of everybody in the black race actually believes in a black Jesus, because that's not the case.
Yeah,
that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Many people, that are black do believe that his skin color was white, so.
Okay. But this is where they get the black from. Me and you was discussing this about a couple of days ago, when they were saying about the hair of wool, the feet was of copper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Which was actually just a vision.
Yeah, it was a vision.
It was a vision by John on the island of Patmos, and that's the thing about it. It was a vision. Mm-hmm. It wasn't saying that Jesus looked like that. If you look in the accounts, the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, it never mentions his skin color.
Not at
all. It never mentions his hair color. It never mentions what his hair looked like. It never mentions anything like that. Because I truthfully do believe that would truly take
away from the message.
From the message.
It would. It would. Something as simple as that would truthfully take away from the message.
I mean, because it's already doing that now when you think about what you were just talking about in the book of Revelations. Mm-hmm. And then it had nothing to do with that. Jesus, the depiction of Jesus wasn't him on earth as a human being at that time. Mm-hmm. He had already ascended to heaven, so he's a whole different creation. He's a whole different thing, and that's what John saw. But
in a vision,
in a vision, but yet and still, they want to have it as if that's what Jesus looked like. Well, no, that's not really the case.
No,
mm-hmm. He did, that wasn't him in human form. It wasn't.
Yeah,
so
a lot of what we get, like, just the wondering on this, like, would white people get behind the black Jesus? I don't know.
No.
Personally. No. I don't know. You would think that they should be able to, in this day and age, if the message is the same, if everything is the same, with God descending, hey, this is my son, the doves, my only begotten, that's when he, God gave his approval that, hey, this is who he is. You would think that they would be able to follow him, I wouldn't understand why not. So we ask you guys out there, would you be able to get behind a black Jesus? Or is white Jesus just good enough for you? Or Korean, Mexican,
Spanish,
Brazilian,
whatever.
What would you think,
Mm-hmm.
if the message, like I said, if the message was the same, ain't nothing different. He's just, his skin color, and I was watching like a little, I guess an interview with the creator of the movie called The Color of the Cross, where he depicts Jesus being a black guy, and he said that basically that the storyline is still the same. I haven't watched the movie. I actually want to try to find it and watch it. It didn't really. I don't know if it did so well in the box office. I remember hearing about it when it first came on. Is it on Netflix? I remember when it first came out. I remember on Hulu. I remember when they was first talking about it, and I was interested in it, and I think I kind of made some jokes about it, like, heck no, ain't nobody gonna get behind no black Jesus. And I mean, it really ain't a joke, I really would like to know, so we're gonna go out. Mm-hmm. Me and my boys, we're gonna go out on the town coming pretty soon, and this is gonna be it'll be a part 2 of 3. And we're gonna see just, what people would think about that, getting behind a black Jesus. Would they be able to do that? Has anybody even thought about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, this is just for conversation. This isn't to stamp our approval that Jesus is 100% from the motherland, so raise your black fist. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, what if, would people still be able to follow him?
To be honest with you, I don't think that they were even ready for the Black Samson that came on the Bible movie that they had a couple of years out, because he was black, and he was jet black, and he was a big dude. But like Samson, man.
But I mean, like you said before, they weren't even really ready for the black president.
Yeah. Yep.
How that is. So I don't know, man. I really would like to get some feedback from you guys. So let us know. Subscribe, hit that notification button.
Yep.
Make sure that you let us know what you think about this. And we'll most definitely be out there on the street trying to get this conversation started, because I'd like to hear what some people got to say about that.
Right, definitely.
So you were saying that you saw something on the news today about some nuns jacking the church for $500,000.
Yeah, it was these 2 nuns from Los Angeles. They took like $500,000.
Okay, so $500,000. What are they supposed to do with that?
They're gonna live it up by going to Vegas.
Oh my goodness! So they're gambling.
Oh yes.
You're not supposed to be gambling, right?
That's what I thought. I don't know, but maybe maybe they were working for the church for so long that they just want to, hey man, let's live it up, live fast and die young.
They could be already dead or about to die, and you said that.
Hey, you never know. Be it too. But the flip side to that is that they caught them, and they're not going to be like charged with anything. It's just going to be like,
it is what it is.
Yeah. So the question I have is why? So you mean to tell me that they're not going to get charged, and they took close to $1 million, $500,000,
and they spent it all up?
Does that make any sense? And the church is pretty much like, yeah, we just gonna leave that. Now, do the nuns know something that went on in that church? Maybe where they like, hey, we just gonna take this money right quick. What you gonna do about it? Because if y'all do anything, we gonna tell.
I don't know. That's a good question, though. That is a really good question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, what do you think about that, YouTube?
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Comment, subscribe.
Would you like to be one of those nuns with that 500?
I wouldn't have wanted to be a nun, but I'd like to split that up. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't think I would have went to like Vegas to gamble or anything. I don't think I'd have did that, but I don't know.
Well, at least they didn't, go buy up a whole bunch of gum with that money and pass it around to all of the poor people so they can chew it and still be hungry.
Yes. Never looked at it that way before.
If they hungry and they chewing on gum, they gonna still be hungry, but they chewing on something. You never know about
batter things.
Mind over batter, yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? It can only get better from here, YouTube. Peace.
Till next time, YouTube world.